Alright, so Jane dropped her new album, Revengeseekerz, about a month ago, and it's probably like the best produced album I've heard in a while. So I'm gonna show you how I made Revengeseekerz. I beat this more in the style of like Angels in Camo or JR. I'm trying to get something that sounds like Dancing with Your Eyes Closed or Professional Vengeance. That would be fucking crazy. I really want to make something that sounds like Professional Vengeance, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. So yeah, I started by sampling because I like to sample sometimes. I sampled Myron by Lil Uzi Vert. I went to this writer here, got the acapella, and then just clicked here, find samples. It'll find stuff automatically, and it's easy. It takes some of the chopping out, and you can still make like crazy bounce, crazy patterns with it. Here's how that sounds. So it's kind of like just like a simple little chop. Added some delay on it, a little bit of reverb, this OTT here, this little gross beat gate with complex 11 just to give it a little bit of bounce, and this EQ. I then moved to this pattern right here. I don't even think there's like a chord progression here. It's just random notes, funky notes. I'm pretty sure I am in a minor scale, and it's F. I think it's F. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm in F minor. So I used this little arp from Serum. Hold up, let me show you how it sounds dry, and then I'll show you some the effect I put into it. This is probably the coolest sound design in the whole beat. Again, a pretty simple pattern. I didn't do that much to it. But I have this camel pressure on it. So with only the camel pressure, it sounds like this. It's a very aggressive distortion. The filter is quite prominent on it. Then I did the Panomatic. I like using Panomatic with the square thing, so it kind of like bounces randomly. It's not quite on beat, which adds some cool texture. The fact that it's not quite on beat makes it a lot better in my opinion. Then now here comes the crazy part. So I have this delay here. But I went here to the time knob, went link to controller, fast LFO, into Fruity Peak controller. I have this little LFO shape here. And this thing automates the feedback level. This thing automates the feedback level, the time, and the feedback distortion, but this one right here is inverted, I'm pretty sure. Or it's not? Is this inverted? Oh, whatever. I think it's inverted. So anyway, it creates like this glass texture and an EQ to clean it up because it's kind of a little much like this, and also made it wider in stereo. So it's kind of like a lead sound, but also a real cool texture. Then I have this serum preset I found in like it's just like a little ARP. I don't know if I can show this. Actually, it's a free drum kit, so whatever. Some Panomatic, again, just kind of bouncy. An OTT with the depth down and the upward and downward compression down, and this simple EQ to cut out and boost some of the highs. Then I have this little lead here. This lead is like, again, from the same, it's this Codeine Stash kit. It has some serum presets in it. I just clicked around randomly. It's literally just the basic serum saw with a lot of portamento and this multi-band compressor. And how I got to the notes, I just played them on my keyboard randomly, and I added this gross beat patch, this complex gross beat, kind of lower, which adds that cool little detune. I didn't even EQ this one. It's kind of minimal in the mix at the end anyway. Then I have this little effect, kind of dubstepy, kind of cool. It just plays the F on the downbeat, on every downbeat, until the second bar, until the second, I don't know, 8 bar, the 4 bar patch. Again, these are like free presets, I'm pretty sure. I hope I didn't steal them. Anyway, you can find the guy's Instagram on there. I just EQ'd some of the lows and panned it a little bit to the right, to the left, because I panned this on the other effect to the right. Again, very glitchy, very Jane. It's just on the 2 every single time, every bar for 16 bars. Where is it? Here, and it's just dry. I didn't even put any effects on it. Next, I think this is the thing that I actually sound assigned. Again, like not much in the. It doesn't follow a chord progression. It's just basically random notes that sound good. The sound design here is kind of interesting. So I first have this VOS SOD square wavetable. 2 voices of detune, lowered the randomness a little bit, lowered the detune of unison to voice of unison, and the blend I put a little bit higher. It doesn't even matter. I don't know why I did that. Which then gets FM'd into a saw with 5 voices of unison. That's an octave down, with this little block shape towards the FM. Goes into this filter, which has key tracking on. I think it sounds like a lot like the album, but here's where it gets kind of crazy. I don't know what this is here. So I added this distortion. The driver of this distortion is modulated by the chaos, so it's weird. It doesn't really follow much. It's flanged a little bit, a little bit of reverb, cut out some of the lows and boosted some of the highs. And here I took down the width. So here's, you can see how it sounds like if the width is up. Lower it to 0. It's much more lo-fi video game-ish. I had that 16, I'm pretty sure. So it's just small things. And I just added in reverb and some more EQ. After that, another little plug I sound designed. Holy shit, my CPU. Again, this is probably the most melodic part of the whole beat. It's a nice little sound. It's the perfect SQ steps. But I have this LFO here, which once every 2 bars boosts the wavetable position, and it boosts it an octave up. So I'm gonna make it a little bit quicker so you can hear it more clearly. Wait, no. I don't know if you could tell, it does like that octave jump a little bit. There's this downsample, distortion, a little bit of big rush, a nice ping pong delay, reverb, multiband compression, and an EQ. On the on the channel, there's this lead, this reverb, and this simple EQ again. I'm pretty sure I also took down the width again. Yeah, the width is 0 this time. Next, we have this bass. I actually don't like that. It's a Reese, but more plucky. So it's not really a Reese. It's just 2 saws. 2 saws. One is 16 voices of unison, one is 14, a little bit of chorus, a little bit of distortion, and a multiband compressor. Again, with all the way down to 0, it creates much more of a lo-fi sound, excuse me, and I boosted some of the lows. Up next, we have this lead that I found from some pack. It's kind of simple. It's just a square lead with some distortion. I added a camel crusher, the Annihilate preset, the reverb, fruity reverb, and another parametric EQ. I used the same EQ on basically everything. That's melody. Then I have the 808, but wait, there's definitely something else. Okay. Oh yeah. There's the second sample. This second sample is, in fact, the song Stereo Love by an artist whose name I forgot, but you definitely know Stereo Love. Wait a second. Hold up. By Edward Maya and Vika Gigulina. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Just again took the acapella from it. And played random chops. It gave me random chops, and I came up with this little phrase. I think it's very ambient, kind of cute. It's a little bit trippy, a little bit anime. It sounds a little bit like anime. I don't know if that's weird to say. And not even anime, Japanese, what the fuck am I saying? And I sidechained it a little bit with gross beat. And this EQ, wow, I really overused this EQ. Then I routed everything to a mixer track where I added some glue compression. It's very good. You should use glue compression in your songs. The whole melody sounds a little bit like this. Wait a second. I don't think there's like places where the whole melody plays. Oh wait, there is here. So, apologies if you hear the thunderstorm outside. Here we go. Boom. I'm doing this in one take because I don't know how to edit, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Sorry. The bass doesn't play down. Oh goddamn. Okay. I'm gonna have to consolidate some stuff. Bear with me for a second. Alright, so that took about 15 minutes, but I think now, hopefully, you should be able to hear it. This is the full melody. Sounds like really chaotic right now, but believe me, the drums really bring everything together. It sounds like there's like a lot of stuff that's happening at the same time, which is why most of the time they're not playing at the same time. It will be just a little bit too much, but yeah, you need to know how to sequence your things, right? And that comes with experience. I don't know what else to say. I have this 808 here. It's pretty distorted. The 8-bar pad, the 16-bar pad thing maybe is a little bit too much, but I thought it sounded good like this, so hope. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Not much changes in between them. It's just these first two notes here. I liked the octave jump, but it made sound kind of weak on a drop for you. It does sound kind of weak, but I don't mind that much. It's just boosted a little bit, I think. Yeah, I boosted it, and fuck off the last. I had nothing on the master. Okay. And the drums now. Oh my god, why is my shit so... it's very simple drums. There's really not much going on. I had a chant and a open hat in this, but they just don't sound right with everything else. So afterwards, I added this on just the clap and the hi-hat, I think. The crash, clap, and hi-hat. Or not? Where's the clap? Wait. Yeah, no, it's the clap, crash, and hi-hat. It's an OTT with a little bit of in-gain, a lower the out gain, and a low depth. Without it, it sounds like this. And with it, it just stands out in the mix a little bit more. I also stereo separated this crash a lot. There's a lot of stereo delay on it. I recommend the stereo delay. I always use the stereo delay on my drums when I'm making more ragey kind of stuff. They just sit in the mix a lot better. I think on everything I have a little bit of stereo delay. I don't have any on the hats. Usually I use it on the hats, but I don't this time for whatever reason. Nor the clap. So that's just the drums. Those are just the drums. Wait a second. here we go. And then another thing that's kind of important for making chain type beats, especially for the Sarah, are these sound effects. So you can go on a website whose name I forgot, but I'll put it in the description, and get sounds from literally anything ever. I used Medieval, which is a PS1 game or something. I really liked that game growing up, and just put a bunch of effects in a kind of rhythmic pattern. It sounds like this. And I fucked up. Wait. Oh my god. Oh, this way. Messed up. That's the whole beat. Fuck. Now it'll. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, there's not really much of a rhyme or reason for anything. You just kind of put stuff wherever and hope it sounds good. Within the mix it probably will. Also, two risers. These are Sophie risers, I think. And also reversed for the impact. It's the same thing, just reversed. This impact. This other impact sound. Of course, you can't not have. Oh wait, where is it? You can't not have this and this. The glass break is necessary, and I like the legendary speed. It's probably in some of your drum kits. It's kind of a basic sound. The master. Okay, so I put an OTT on the master. I know that's kind of frowned upon. I just liked how it sounded a lot more with it. I tweaked it around a little bit. You should not take my my preset and just slap it on, because it will sound different with any beat. A MoMA, a very nice plugin. I recommend it to you all. Free plugin as well. It's very good for the rage sound. It's kind of like a clipper, but a distorter at the same time. It's very nice. A soft clipper, of course. A fruity reverb with the wet all the way up for the intro. And a soft oscillating low pass. Again, for the intro, I am using this. This is the automation for the intro. The reverb is up all the way for the intro, so it kind of sounds wide, and like you're playing it together with the filter, it sounds like it's playing from a speaker somewhere else. If I had the master all the way up, it would have sounded a little bit weird, so I also automated that. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, here's the full beat. Alright, my CPU was going a little bit crazy, but you can find the full beat on my channel and in the description and probably in the cards. Yeah, like and subscribe. Let me know if you like this kind of format. This is the first time I'm using my voice. I hope it's not too quiet. If it is, I'm not doing this again, so I'm sorry. Have a nice day.